Coming up next, SPARC, Spouses, Parents, Children, on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM.
Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, 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 Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Sa Blue Eagle kami di mapipigil sa pagbabalitang tumpak at tama. Buhay at tenista sa loob sa labas ng eskwela, ating ibibida lahat ng kwela. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Kawal ni Ignacio, Katipunero sugod, todo sa kayod, tulong at tulog. Lipat na Blue Eagle, galing giting nagigil. Blue and white, one big fight. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan. Radyo, Radyo, Radyo Katipunan. Radyo Katipunan.
What keeps a family shining? It's that spark, the bond between spouses, the wisdom of parents, and the dreams of children. And guess what? We're turning that spark into a show. Introducing SPARC, Spouses, Parents, and Children. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. A program filled with real talk, life hacks, inspiring stories, and yes, even the fun and laughter that keep families strong. So tune in, light up your day, and let's celebrate what makes every family shine. SPARC, Spouses, Parents, and Children. Only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Your campus, your community, your spark of inspiration.
Hello, hello, and good Monday morning again, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of SPARC Podcast, all about marriage and parenting through the eyes of spouses, parents, and children. And a happy Easter to everyone, Easter Monday morning, and we are so happy to be with you again. Of course, this program is brought to you by CBX Network, Radyo Katipunan, and the Discovery Weekend and the Love Institute. Welcome also to all our listeners over at Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM if you are getting our frequency, and those watching, of course, over at YouTube and our Facebook channels. We are broadcasting live from JESCOM building here at the Ateneo de Manila University, Katipunan, Loyola Heights, Quezon City. I am always your host, Coach Aiza Caparas-Tabayoyong, keeping you company, busy, and learning a lot on Monday mornings. So for today, Easter Sunday, we just finished the Passion of our Lord over the Holy Week. For today, we will be talking about another kind of passion. So especially, of course, so our married couples who may have been realigning their priorities, but at some point, a certain calling is still bugging them. So for today, we're talking about joy beyond parenting, when parents pursue their passions. Wow! So let's see how this will pan out. And para samahan tayo sa usapan this morning, we have with us a licensed professional teacher, co-founder of Active Home Health Solutions Incorporated, which redefines what it means to face life's final chapters with dignity and comfort. He is a professional diploma holder at the Center for Family Ministries for the Family Ministry and Counseling course here at CEFAM beside us. And he's pursuing right now his master's studies in clinical psychology. Ang sipag-sipag pong mag-aral. Magsipag, period, with so many things. But whether he's healing spirits at the Love Institute, being a counselor, a consultant there, or coaching families towards resilience. His mission is clear. He is into holistic care for the mind, the heart, and the soul. But of all the hats he wears, he is proudest being a husband of 18 years to Dr. Agnes, dad to Agatha, 17, and Ralph, who's 11 years old. Please welcome for the first time on the show in the flesh, educator, advocate, and consultant, Coach Randy Claudio. Please greet our audience.
Hello, good morning and happy Easter to all. And salamat po for inviting us here.
Thank you, Coach. Nice to have you back here. First time pala in the flesh, in the studio.
Yes po.
Next, we have a fractional executive for marketing and communications. And he's been doing this through management and strategic roles all over Southeast Asia. He has managed teams in ABS-CBN or Ogilvy Philippines and even SM Investments for the like. But again, he is proudest being married to his second wife after being widowed from his first wife. And a dad to Luis, who's now 27, Rocio, namesake of my daughter, 25, and Lucho, 12, and Martina, 10. But he's also a football fanatic who still dreams of playing pro despite his young age. Please welcome Miguel Mercado. Welcome back.
Good morning. I am 57 and yes, I'm still trying to get to a professional football league soon.
I didn't say your age. You revealed your age yourself. Yes. And welcome back Easter morning to our regular resource person who of course has founded the Love Institute and is the current chair couple of the Discovery Weekend and co-authored so many books. Not a stranger on TV either, with her being a resource person to various shows. Please welcome back Coach Maribel Dionisio.
Hello, good morning. Happy Easter to everybody. Glad to be back. And this interesting topic of passion.
Passion. Mamaya ako natatanungin kung ano o sino ang passion ni Coach Maribel. But, of course, and everyone joining us over at YouTube and Facebook, please feel free to join the conversations, highlight your learnings, share what's your passion, what's your passion before or something that you would wanna go back to, and ask your questions to our panel here at the studio right now. So, hope to hear from you. But let's get started. At marami-rami yung tanong natin. But we'll see if there are other questions our audience wants to ask. No? Ano nga ba? Kanina pa natin medyo pinagkukwentuhan niya. Let's define first, what is passion for everybody? What is passion for you? Who wants to start? Coach Randy?
For me, I'd like to define passion as a calling. It's not just something that you wanted, but it is something within you that you feel that you are called for. Diba? Kasi I've tried finding myself when I left the seminary 20 years ago. Pero after nun, ang dami kong pinagdaanan, nag-call center, nag-teacher. Nagturo ako for some time. Pero parang may certain calling na iba yung feeling or iba yung pag ginagawa mo yung isang bagay na yun, parang ang saya-saya mo. Parang you feel so fulfilled. And for that, it completes your day.
Na only you have, no?
Yes. So, I work in a corporate insurance world as a back office before. Pero every day, pag pumapasok ako, parang iba yung energy, iba yung enthusiasm.
Iba pa rin yung may hinahanap. And you know when you're in...
Parang may kulang eh.
You're doing your passion. That's sabi nila, you're in the flow. That's the word nowadays. You're in the flow because you're doing something you love. How about Miguel?
But your answer inspires me. Pero parang for me kasi the passion for my sport began a long time ago, and I didn't realize that it's part of a calling. I haven't heard that. But parang for me, it's more of a grounding. So when I go to the field, and I've been going to the field since I was grade 3, parang it just grounds me, and then everything is possible. And then on certain times, you're in control of so much more than what you're really in control of in life.
With the rest of your life.
With the rest of your life. And in a way, it grounds you, it inspires me to go back to it.
Literally grounds you. You're on the soil. and the
In
ground.
fact, sometimes it's where I learned how to fly. Kasi sometimes you're running full speed, then somebody tackles you, and then for a second or two, you're flying. And then it's so much fun, and then you land in pain. Yes, which is life.
Kasi tackle pala. So, for those who don't know yet, the football that Miguel is playing is the American soccer, right? And then not the American football with the oval brown ball. No, that's the circular one. How about Coach Maribel? How do you define passion?
Passion, something that sparks, that interests me. It's something that I enjoy doing, and it's really for pure enjoyment, whether it's a hobby or in work. You know, my heart is there.
Yeah. Something that sparks joy. Miguel is the happy place. For Coach Randy, it's where a calling is happening at the same time. So, hindi ko lang na-clear, Coach Randy, ano nga ba yung passion mo? Alam na natin yung passion ni Miguel. Ano nga ba yung passion mo?
Ako particularly, nakita ko talaga yung sarili ko to helping ministry, particularly this counseling thing. Kasi every time I see a client, after, iba yung pakiramdam na, ay, nakatulong ka ulit. Diba? Makapag-thank you lang siya sa'yo. But that's so fulfilling. Kahit alam mong ang bigat-bigat ng negative energy na na-absorb mo about his or her life at that number of hours na kausap mo siya. So, yun, doon ko nakita. Sabi nga ng wife ko, ba't parang ang saya-saya mo pa ang bigat-bigat na ng problema pinag-uusapan nyo. Diba? But for me, no it's something within na alam mong nag-i-enjoy ka. At alam mong gusto mo yung ginagawa mo. Hindi lang dahil nakakatulong ka. Kundi pwede meron kang meaning and fulfillment.
Right. No? It's dinala ka na ni Lord sa seminaryo kasi siguro meron ka talagang hunger to help. But at the same time, hindi. So, napunta ka naman ng call center, napunta ka rin ng teaching, kung saan-saan ka nakarating. But at the end, here as a coach and a consultant, and even in your hospice care business, I can imagine the difficulty of talking to people with loved ones who are in usually terminal illness.
Yes, mas mabigat ang mga cases talaga nila doon.
Yeah. So, doon ka pala dadalhin ni Lord. Coach Maribel, curious ako, ano ang passion? Sino ang passion?
Bago ko sasagutin mo niya passion na yan, ito may nabasa ko, just to connect with what Randy said.
Yeah.
The origins of passion is derived from the Latin pati, P-A-T-I, means to suffer, implying a willingness to sacrifice time and energy and comfort for a goal. So, with what Sammy do yan, nasasaktan sa football.
Yes.
Ito parang pagod. There's some sacrifice going on. But it's not a sacrifice na mabigat. At the end of it, parang, nakatulong ako. There's a goal. Naka-score or nakalipad.
Yes. So, and what's your sacrifice? What's your passion na nababalikan naman ng certain joy and happiness?
Yeah. And passion can be a person also.
Yes. Ayan na tayo.
Ayan na tayo. Siyempre, the person passionate about is my dear hubby, Alan.
No.
But it also symbolizes kasi that kind of love relationship that I was dreaming of as a wife and in the family.
Yes.
And naging trabaho ko in the family ministry, no? And learning more about it, became very interesting kasi I have more tools now how to attain that kind of passionate relationship with Alan and with each of our children. No?
How many years married again?
Going 42.
Yeah. So, after 42 years, I guess Maribel realizes that it's so happy, it's so joyful to be in a good marriage.
Yep.
But then again, there's so many people who are not in a good marriage or not in a happy enough marriage. And so there came also your calling.
And then,
to empower
that's my second,
other couples.
my other passion is mentoring couples. Parang we can learn to be happy. I learned a bit from my parents, but even if they had really a great marriage, but it was not complete. So studying, really, our family ministry course really gave me and Alan, because both of us studied together, more tools and information about it. And,
Yeah.
it's practice what walk the talk. We
Yes.
try to
Right.
really walk the talk, and many couples can do that. They can
Yeah.
have that spark in their marriage as
Correct.
well.
Right. So not only are you joyful doing it, but you're also feeling a need
Yes.
in society. But since our guests here are both gentlemen, one of the questions maybe our viewers are asking, madali naman i-fulfill ang passion ng mga daddies kasi di naman sila ganun ka-involved sa bahay. No? But for Miguel and Randy, how, just for siguro percentage between your partnership with your wives, no? How involved are you in the household anyway? Are you, I will provide, that's it? Or what is your role as a dad and as a husband to your home?
I will have two answers. The first answer is the answer when I was a solo parent. When I was a solo parent, I had to be there. Of course, I was the only
course,
parent.
yeah.
I was solo parent for 10 years. So I was the parent.
Yeah.
And then I remember my motto then is I will raise my kids. They will have a childhood. They will have fun. But they might not necessarily be the cleanest kids. So I was very involved. Now that we're in a blended family, I will admit that parang I took a back seat to pursue other passions. And now I'm getting back to it, especially because I have switched careers and now mostly I'm in the house as a fractional. So now I'm learning with our blended set of kids how to be more involved in the role every day. And not just on weekends and not just at night. So I would say it's work in progress to get back into this new setup of being a lot more involved, especially as the kids and us as a couple, we're transitioning into different ages already.
Okay, interesting. Thank you.
Ako, I'd like to start na saying my wife is a very busy doctor. As a palliative and hospice specialist, always on the go yan.
Yeah.
Visiting patients at the comfort of their homes, seeing patients in different hospitals for a daily referral. Talagang everywhere. Ipagdadrive ko yan somewhere. Pero along the way, we were able to manage our time by driving the kids. Ako, specifically, ang nagdadrive, hatid sundo ko yung mga kids. Okay, except sa pag may mga ganitong mga okasyon. May driver naman siya to assist, to back me up. Pero ako pa rin yung talagang full-time na on the go, driving them every now and then with the kids. So yun yung nakita ko na key role ko. And at the same time, pag nasa bahay, talagang I try my best to be present, teach my kids, ganito paghuhugas ng pinggan, ganito pagwawalis, di ba? So, I'll set an example, ganito yung pag-clean ng poop ng mga dogs. Yung mga ganun, mga basic role na kailangan nilang ma-develop as part of their life skill. So, tapos, minsan, pa-follow up ko na lang. Pag nandiyan si Doktora, sige nga, check mo nga kung ginagawa nga ba yung mga rules
Ni
nila.
Doktor, ano tawag mo kay Doc?
Si Wifey.
Si Wifey.
But Han, I
Si
call her.
Darling, ano sa'yo? Si
Sweetie.
Sweetie, Wifey.
Baby.
Okay.
Ikaw?
Niha. Baligtad ng honey. Anyway,
Yeah.
yes. So, interesting. I'm hearing two perspectives from two gentlemen and I'm loving it. Now, one was super full-time and then when you remarried, who's also probably very much loving her role as mother to your two kids and the mother to your first two kids from your first wife, it gave you permission to kind of lay low and pursue your other passions. But now you're working from home, you're kind of adjusting back into their lives. And when I'm hearing from Randy is he's always been there because Doctora is very busy and have other things, and so siya fun, ikaw tagaturo ng chores, which is very, very important, right? To siguro, and that's especially if you incorporate the teaching into fun as well. And the teaching how to be clean on their own, right? Yeah, pero yun yung values, what is more important? Having fun or being clean? Sometimes you can't have both with limited resources. Ako personally, I'll choose fun. Moments, childhood moments, very important. Yeah, okay. So, but now that you are currently pursuing your passions, how is it affecting your marriage or your role as a partner? No, as a parent as well. We answered some of those, but hindi ba nagre-reklamo? Teka, lagi ka na nag-aral ka ng aral, especially yun. And yun, lagi ka na sa football field. Paano namang ako? May ganun ba?
Balancing is really the key. You really need to find time kung kailan yung time na naka-thesis mode ka or reading mode ka. Otherwise, pag hindi ka naghanap ng ganung time, hindi mo may enjoy yung lahat ng ginagawa mo. Okay? So, kami ang secret namin is to really anticipate yung daily, weekly, and monthly kung may mga major event na kailangang paghandaan. So, dun pa lang, napag-uusapan na namin ahead of time para mabalanse namin yung schedule for the kids. Okay. Aside from what we would like to do personally. Lalo na ako, para akong bumalik sa college when I studied clinical psychology kasi 4 years kong tinake. Yeah. Since 2022 hanggang ngayon. Yeah. Matatapos pa lang ako, di ba? So, it was really a struggle. Buti na lang weekends yung klase, pero iba pa rin. So,
nag-online?
Oo, tapos may mga online, may Wednesday class pa ng gabi. Yeah. So, dito sa SEPA, may ganun din, di ba? May mga weekday classes din. So, ang hirap talaga yung i-balance nung simula. Pero yun nga, pag pinag-uusapan at kinoconsult si Han or si wife about that schedule, nababalanse naman.
Time management.
Correct.
On the question, nakaka-affect ba?
Yes. How does it affect your partnership now?
It does affect, but I think what we have is a conversation. We have a weekly appointment where we converse about those things. And then, I think a month ago, basically we had a conversation na, bakit planadong-planado yung football mo? I had a February tournament, a May tournament, and a November tournament. And parang everything was organized according to that. And then I have a weekly Tuesday and Sunday football game. And then parang the conversation was, bakit planadong-planado yung buhay mo sa tournaments,
football,
pero sa pamilya natin wala? Whoops! Okay. Then I realized that in a way I'm an escapist. I love it. And then I get so involved in it. Then I have to track back and say, wait a minute, the same level or maybe a bigger level should be dedicated to the household, my loved ones and all. So I had to go back. So does it affect? Yes, when I lose myself in my passion. And I guess I'm a bit of an escape artist when it comes to that. I love it so much, I get into it. But I'm drawn back through conversation and through refocusing.
And what is, follow-up, what is the response? I mean, how do you explain to your wife about the need to organize that in your life and really lock those in your calendar? And then how did she take it, and what's the conversation like in making her understand? Was she supportive? Or?
She was very supportive, and basically she just said, sana the same passion you have for your passion or for your sport, you also dedicate to our family. And then parang for me, like putting things in the calendar and making it as routine or as dedicated. So with that, I started to put in my personal calendar for those things as well.
So you listen to the needs and the feelings of your wife, and then there's readjustment and calibration of the scheduling and all that.
Yes, and a refocus really to get that empathy also.
Yes.
I guess what happened also kasi I got involved in the sport, not just playing the sport but organizing the sport. And
Which takes another kind of time and energy.
It does, but I guess similar to organizations, when you see that the organization clicks and then you achieve things, then it's also fulfilling. Which I also saw when my two kids are still playing, and when I saw them go through it also, that transformation. Many years ago, my daughter was playing, and then it was boys and girls playing against each other. It was such a muddy field, and they pushed her. And she fell, and she got so angry. But I remember...
This is
Rocio. Then I remember taking a picture of her war face. Na she wanted to go back and kill again. And she did.
Avenge.
And it's nice that we get from that now, and then she's going through her own challenges in her career. But to remember that war face 12 years ago.
Yes.
And use that, because you have that.
Yes.
You've trained for that. It's just a different arena.
Yeah.
So for me, it's learning from those and reapplying it to life now.
That's nice. I think there's a lot to unpack and learn from that moment, using sport as an analogy to life, being pushed down, and then instead of crying, going to your war face and lock-in zone. But yeah, I'll also get Coach Maribel's POV on that. No? Paano hindi magsiselos ang mga spouses? In this case, wives kasi. Pero there might be
Or
wives.
children.
Or children. From the time, energy, and money they're spending on their passions, and how to really set that into place and balance
I
everything.
think, kasi the passion can really draw you in. And if it draws you in, you can forget other things.
Yes.
If you are not aware, or at least kaya kailangan ipaplano muna, sige, ito yung passion ko, ito yung interest, but what are the other things I have to do also? Or I want to do as well. And putting it in a calendar will help
Yes.
manage it. Para walang nagsiselos or nanggagalit. But
Yeah.
sometimes our passion can really draw us in, no?
Yes.
And even now, Angelica will say, what? You have another meeting? You have another couple you're going to mentor again? So parang yung, how about me? So sabihin it already, 30 plus, tapos na yung time, no? But they want to spend time also. But that is the drawing force of the passion. Especially when there's more fulfillment we get from our passion. Talagang we're drawn in. And maybe we just have to announce to everybody that this is what we're doing. Pagdating sa home management or teaching you in school, if nag-tutor pa, this is the time I can give, or this, so that they know that they're still included. Kasi pwede sila magselos at magalit sila doon sa ating passion.
Yes.
If other things are neglected that we have to do as a parent.
Yeah. What I'm hearing for everyone is, number one, time management is key. Calendaring everything. Make sure everybody's included, including the spouse, the children, para hindi magsiselos, because everybody's craving for some sort of time and attention and validation. And conversations is very important, no? Especially listening, so you'll arrive at both at empathy towards your passions, but also empathy towards how they feel about it, and maybe make some adjustments. No, nothing is set on stone.
Kung levels ng passion we say dapat kung meron ka, yung asawa mo, yung anak mo, then we can have our passion, because passion is also part of the self-care, the personal growth and development. But yes, calendaring our weekly date with our spouse, or regular time with each of our children are important, kasi they can be sources of passion also, of a different degree naman.
Yes, which is mine. Actually, my passion are my kids and my husband, being a mother too. But I think Coach Randy has something to add.
I just want to add, particularly on the financial side. Kasi syempre, marami ng obligasyon na kailangan i-fulfill.
Yes.
Diba? Pero I remembered that first 10 years namin ni Wifey, yung first 2 years or 3 years, nag-aaral siya ng diplomate in palliative medicine online sa Australia. Part pa nga ng aginaldo nung aming kasal pinambayad pa namin
Ng tuition.
ng tuition doon. Pero after noon, nag-take pa siya ng Masters in Public Health. So siya muna. I'll let her pursue kung ano man yung mga further studies na gusto niyang gawin. Di ba? Tapos ako, noong time na yun, teaching and finding myself now in the corporate
Ikaw
world.
yung breadwinner muna.
Oo. helping her to assist with all these obligations and the like. Tapos ngayon, ako naman, di ba? So, minsan nagtatanong ako, may title defense ako. Paano ba to? Ready ba tayo? May budget ba tayo? Teka, antayin natin wala pang PF na dumarating eh. So, yung mga ganung mga basic conversation really gives us an idea to, sige nga, makiusap ako sa thesis advisor ko. Doc, di pa talaga kaya eh. Baka pwedeng next week na tayo mag-presentation kasi I need to prepare a big amount for that.
From the other side of the spectrum, follow on Randy, bakit mo siya sinuportahan? What made you let her go and even use your wedding gifts, no, for tuition? What was that for you?
Kasi I respect the individuality of each one. Individuality in the sense na kailangan mahanap mo talaga kung ano yung gusto mong gawin sa buhay mo. And since I was in the seminary, yun yung naging value system sa akin na find your calling, discern for your calling, discern for which God is asking you to fulfill as your mission in life.
Did it benefit your marriage in the end?
Definitely,
How?
yes. Kasi doon namin nga nakita na mas nagsusupport kami sa bawat isa. Hindi dahil parehas kami ng interest right now, nagpa-family counseling, pag may palliative and hospice patient, pero nakita namin na kasi ginagawa namin yung love namin gawin. And that gives us the spark to really do it on an everyday na alam mo may dahilan kung bakit ka bumabangon everyday.
Yes. Something to add.
Yeah, maybe just to take off from what Coach Randy was saying, it's also nice to discover or to share passions.
Yes.
So for me, I think, I haven't asked them, but from their actions, I think I share my passion for football with my first son, Luis. In fact, we came from football yesterday, and then his shoes broke.
Easter Sunday, talaga nasa football field.
Resurrection.
Yes, resurrection.
And then that's where we bond. And then part of the bond is super humbling, but now he coaches me. Because football has evolved. And at
Yes.
first, ayoko, but it makes so much sense.
Yes.
Rocio's going back to it. To football also. And then she's rediscovered, and then she's having fun. With Lucho and Martina, I tried to put them into football, pero hindi eh. Lucho's into jiu-jitsu. Martina just discovered hip-hop. Dancing. But parang for me, the challenge now is how do I get into their passion? And right or wrong, parang
Na-envision ko si Miguel nag-hip-hop, parang...
you'd be surprised.
Okay.
Surprise us.
But I think that's the challenge for me. Jiu-jitsu, my son is about to get into a tournament, and I saw a tournament. Kakatakot. I mean, for kids.
As a parent also to say.
For kids, when they don't have control, it's easy to break an arm. But I suppose that's what I have to get into, his passion, and support it. Then I realized, pag sinusundo ko siya, hindi ako nanonood masyado. I should go down and learn more and all of that. And then he's so passionate that once we were monkeying around,
Talo ka.
muntik ako mabalian ng
I
bato.
can imagine.
And then soon with the passion of Martina also.
Yes. Naku, I can imagine. But you can learn, just to not leave that, you can learn something from jiu-jitsu which you can use in football. A way of falling that is not gonna injure you. Usapang ano na to. But just to do our time check, it's already 10:10 for all of our listeners over at Radyo Katipunan on Facebook and YouTube. And just doing some shout-outs. Good morning to Rose Tapi. Happy Easter to you too. And from J.R. Santiago, a comment. For me, passion is mission. It's what my heart desires to do when I wake up every morning. So sabi ni Coach Randy, para alam mo kung para saan ka gumigising. As for me, my mission is to wake up every day and inspire people, which you do, especially on his shows. Nagtatanong lang, kaya po question mark tong aming table. Please follow him and watch him every Thursdays. Right? And I would also like to greet belated happy birthday, Elsa de Guzman and Elaine, all the way from
New Zealand.
New Zealand, Elaine Ledesma, Avril Mariano, all the way from Iligan, So marami po tayong mga viewers all over. And Eva Caparas, in advance, happy birthday to my niha on April 8. Di ko na sasabihin ng edad, but happy birthday to you. Wishing you more good health and success in your passions, niha. No, isa pa yan, hindi mapigilan. Okay, so I like what you're talking about in terms of the effect on your children as well. And Maribel has talked about, para hindi magseselos, meron nga daw parental guilt sometimes. Paano may iwasan yon? How will you avoid having parental guilt and spending so much time, money, and energy on my passions? And then i-double ko na yung question, what do you think, and Miguel has tapped on this a little bit earlier with Rocio being a war face and, using it now as she's working now, right?
Yes.
In the professional world too. What do you think lessons you can impart to your children as you pursue your own passion? How do you avoid parental guilt? And what do you think they're seeing from you or getting from you as they observe you pursuing your own passions?
For me, the journey has been, as telling you earlier, Team B. For 3 years before I got to Team A and played one UAAP, half a game. And my stats was officially, I think, one bonehead play in one half. Bonehead is, I was keeper and then I cleared the ball direct to the forward. And I heard my coach, the late Chris Montfort, Mercado! He was going like that. But parang for me, it shaped my life in trying harder and harder and harder and training and training. So for me, what do I want to impart? That my passion is constant reinvention and constant hard work. You'll never know what life will get, but you have to keep training for it and being good at it, which I hope my kids are getting. And I think as we do our chats with Rocio, with Luis, I hope they are, or that's what I try to say, na you just have to keep working hard on it and training and understanding what's happening. Sorry, that was the second part of the question.
Yes.
I
Guilt,
didn't.
parental guilt. But I hear you chat with them, so maybe they get to tell them.
Yep, but I think the parental guilt also is, in a way, for me, pushing my own passion. To the first two, it did work. Now, for me, for the second two, how do I understand their passion and be involved in their passion? Si Martina had a performance 2 nights ago where she started to dance and show. And as a parent, parang, oh, that's nice. But I got too sleepy. Akala ko dalawa lang eh. So I went up. Yung pala, they spent an hour with my wife and she was performing. So for me, the guilt of not getting into her passion as much as I ask them to live my passion is
Especially
part
for
of
the
it.
first two. Thank you, Miguel. So, Coach Randy.
Yeah, I'd like to start with my own childhood experience na very patriarchal eh. Turo sa akin ng tatay ko is you need to really be the breadwinner. So doon pa lang nagkakaroon na ako ng family guilt. Diba? So naging struggle yun sa akin for some time. Lalo na yung age gap namin ng wife ko is 10 years older than I. So feeling nila dahil professional na siya at ako nagsisimula pa lang sa career ko. So parang nagkaroon ako ng insecurity nung simula. Okay? Until suddenly I started talking more to myself and helping me understand na no, it shouldn't be like that. Hindi dapat ganun yung mindset. It's a dynamic family na kailangan magtulungan. Hindi ka man makatulong financially as a breadwinner role, 'di ba? Pero ang importante doon is nandun ka to provide quality time to each of your family. Hindi lang sa kids, kundi
Yes.
yung quality time mo rin with your wife.
Yes.
So, yun yung nagbigay sa akin ng enlightenment to understand the fact na, sige, tutuloy ko tong passion na to. Kasi nakikita ko na hindi lang sa dahil sumasaya ako, kundi nakikita ko rin na nagkakaroon kami ng harmony at nagkakaroon ako ng acceptance to heal such not so good past. And hoping na maging example ako sa aking mga anak. Na eventually, kahit may mga pamilya na kayo pagtanda, nandun pa rin yung goal nyo to pursue a certain mission or a certain passion that you want to fulfill in your life.
Your calling.
Your calling.
Yeah.
Tapos, na-inspire ako recently nung nabanggit sa akin ng panganay ko na gusto niya rin daw mag-take na ng psychology.
Wow.
Kasi nasa senior high na siya ngayon.
Let's go, Agatha.
Diba? Tapos, yung bunso naman, gusto naman daw mag-doktor. Following her mother's footsteps. So, wala kaming sinasabi, wala kaming ini-influence or pinupush na career na gusto nila.
Iiwan ka lang na medical book tsaka psychology book sa tabi ng kama nila. Hindi naman masyado.
Diba? Pero ang sarap ng ganung feeling na in a way nakaka-inspire ka with what you are doing, not just with what you are talking to.
Yeah. Thank you. Paano ba yan, Coach Maribel? Paano naiiwasan ang parental guilt in addition to what our daddies have said?
I
And
think
what are things they can learn from us?
Oo. Find out where the guilt is coming from. Is it yung kay Randy, merong sinabi yung tatay niya, the others is really just pursuing it. So, have that conversation first with yourself, then with your spouse, and find out ano yung importante at this stage of our life. Kasi it changes even our degree of involvement in whatever we're passionate about changes. Ako, napagod na rin ako. So sometimes parang ayaw mo muna. If it's burned out or whatever, it's or too much or hindi na balance yung buhay din. But they say it's all right that you're not as passionate about something at a certain point, no? It's there in your mind, but you have to do other things. And that's part of exploring also. And that guilt there that's why you have to continue talking to your children if they're that age that they may not that they need you.
Yeah.
Even in their 30s, they want to be around you.
Yeah.
So when I for instance, when I was tired of all the counseling and I accompanied my son Rafael to his work, which is environment, sustainability. Went to see Sierra Madre, and very interesting. Finding out and understanding their passion also is good to be able to understand them more and explore really.
And that's what I also want to add. When we pursue our passion, just as their children are starting to, and your children also have been doing, is they get courage to pursue theirs.
Right,
Na okay lang to kahit hindi to yung mainstream na dito kakikita or dito ang sikat na sport or ito you should be into this kind of arts, no? That we dictate, no? They get brave to be unique and pursue their own interests.
If we allow them to pursue their passions.
Yes.
Which, nowadays, when he said, I'm doing sustainability. What's that?
Ano yun?
Wala yan sa mga position description doon or mga guidance doon.
Hindi uso yan
But,
noon.
and things are... So we just have to be curious and ask them, what is it that they like doing? And if we see them happy, our goal naman, di ba, is how to make each family member be happy in what they're doing.
Yes.
Whether we're doing it individually, Alan has his own. As a couple, we're also doing our mentoring together, which helps also our marriage and also in helping other people doing things together.
Yes.
Because couples have to look for something that they can do also together.
I want to ask that in a bit, but I feel you have something to add also.
Yeah, I was having a hard time with the guilt question. So parang I turned it around as Coach Maribel was speaking. What motivates me for my passion? And then it changes also. I think when I was a kid starting out, I wanted to prove to my parents that I'm as good as my siblings in something. When I started to play again in Bangkok, I started to play because I had become a widower. And I said, oh my gosh, I'm the only parent. And my father had told me that because both my parents were diabetic, I will be diabetic. And the only way to prevent that is to delay diabetes by dieting or exercising.
Sports,
I was 30 pounds overweight then. So I took his advice and became athletic. Yung diet, tsaka na. But at least half of it. And then recently, I went back into the sport a lot more seriously because I finally found out I was diabetic. So now I have to diet, exercise, and all of that. But in a way, all of that is so that I will be a present, healthy, alive parent
Right.
to my kids. That's what motivates me to keep doing this too.
Right, no?
Interesting.
So there are other reasons for us to do the things we love, especially if, for something as football. It looks like a sport, it looks like competitive, maybe that's one value, but behind it are the other underlying values. It is good for the health, it makes you present and happier parent. I guess yun yung bottom line din dito eh. A happy parent, a happy person of the parent becomes a happy spouse, and a happy parent also being more present to the children. And then it also is teaching kids different values like courage, grit, perseverance, right? And resilience. Okay lang mabangga, okay lang mag-fail, okay lang hindi pumasa, okay lang hindi pumasa sa tryout, sa audition, basta subok ulit, bangon ulit, right? So many things, as long as we know what are we doing this, and you're not operating on a should. Kasi sabi ng tatay ko, kasi sabi ng mga kapatid ko, kasi napapressure ako at this age, I should be But what is really your calling among this? And Maribel was mentioning earlier about her and Doc Alan, Dionisio, going into both couple mentoring or something. Is it important for couples to have a common passion together, and what are the benefits?
Yes, it's important to have a common passion. Normally kasi husband and wife will have different kinds of professions. So like Alan sa doctor, I mean, pareho kami ni Randy, doktor yung mga asawa namin. So ano ba alam namin dyan? But we have to look for something common that will sustain and keep the fire burning in the relationship. So we found mentoring couples really as our common passion. So spending time together, keeping conversations. So we have a lot to talk about even for 42 years married. I know there are many couples para wala na mapag-usapan because the common interest is not there.
Yeah.
The degree of passion of one partner and the other changes, pero at least there is something that you can do together.
Yes, yeah. So it's part of your date. It's a unique way of going out and bonding together because you're both spending energy on something you both believe in.
And growing together also
growing
as a
together.
couple or individually as well.
Right. How about for the two of you? Have you found anything in common that you can be passionate with your spouses with? Para common passion.
I think our love for talking, so our chats, usually ang tagal. And then adventure going out. And for me, it's also discovering her passion. So mentoring, studying, and helping people is part of her passion that I am seeing, and I want to support more and listen
And
to
you're starting
more.
to
Naging
do.
speaker na rin si
And
Miguel.
you're starting to do. Yes, I was
He
about
can
to say.
talk.
And parang in all passions nga, maybe it's a question, parang how often do passions come up? Kasi feeling ko I have a football passion, but I have an emerging passion that I don't know yet.
Yes.
There are hints of it.
Pwede
I'm
yan.
trying to discover it
Yes,
pa.
clarify. Yes, definitely.
For whatever reason, the emerging can be because your spouse is into it or you're curious or what, di ba?
Yes.
So,
Yeah. Randy, meron ba with the wifey?
Well, number one is counseling.
Yeah.
Talagang yung patient care namin. Hindi dahil pinagchichismisan yung
together in the
yung mga pasyente,
active
di ba?
that's how they met also
Oo, and that's how we met eh. Pero yung matanong mo lang siya na, kumusta ka?
Yeah.
Di ba? What happened to your day? Hindi para pagkwentuhan yung case nung hinandle niyang complicated family dynamics for the day, but rather, i-process namin ng bawat isa.
debriefing, no?
Debriefing ang nangyayari dun sa bonding time namin na yun. Tapos on the recreation side, karaoke.
I have not experienced that side of you, Doc Agnes. Let's go karaoke next.
She's a good singer.
Ay,
Doc,
wow.
Let's
she's a
go.
good
Kami rin, ng asawa ko, mahilig din kami. What we're
Saan
common...
sa karaoke?
Hindi, mahilig yung karaoke sa amin eh. Pero, okay, I guess our common passion is our children and also service in our apostolates,
Yeah,
both of
yeah.
us. We get a high from that. So, yung mag-share kami ng feeling ng, yes, there are some the challenges, but also the high of knowing that we are able to touch a
Tumulong si
life.
Attorney Randall sa couples
Yes,
retreat. Sumama
yes.
sa amin.
So there's a question here from Rose Tabby, which I like also. And then maybe another question to follow that up. What mindset shifts are necessary for some parents who may believe it's too late for them to pursue any passion? And if there's someone who realizes, I can still do this, what can be a good first step for them? No? So what mindset shift and what could be a first step that we can give as a advice or a tip to them, Coach?
Ako, ang key idea ko dyan is there's no perfect time for you to pursue your passion. Okay? It does not exist. Maging realistic lang tayo. Na,
Never too late, never.
ako, at this age, yung mga kaklase kong nagmamasteral, mga kagagraduate lang ng college. Tapos yung teacher ko, mas matanda pa ako.
In fairness, Coach Randy, mukha ka naman 25. So, kaedad mo lang yung mga nandun.
Pero I remember such feeling na parang may insecure ka nasa loob ng MA class. Tapos mga kaklase mo ganun ng edad. 20 years gap or 30 years gap halos, di ba?
Na-insecure din sila sa'yo, ha?
Pero for as long as ini-enjoy mo nga kasi yung ginagawa mo, yun yung pinaka-importante doon. At alam mong para to sa professional excellence na gusto mong tahakin as part of your life.
And your joy.
Ako, quick answer, and I get it from Father Johnny Goss' recollection last week.
Ito yung, yeah.
Yeah, it's a recognition of the zones of life. As you get older, we get stuck in the comfort zone, and then there's a safe zone and a danger zone. But to basically shift and then get that high of trying something new, I think is worth it. Like for me, one of the passions I want to, or my wife recognizes, I'm denying it ba, is the passion to host something, which I do. It's a lot of fun, but parang I have to get out of my comfort zone na project, na corporate, ganun. But to help and to lead a crowd towards understanding or enjoying a moment.
Yes.
But it's getting out of my comfort zone into that safety zone pa naman, di pa naman danger zone. I think that's the mind shift that is important. Recognition of where you are and where you want to go.
And the first step there is quiet down the other noise. This is not my comfort zone, but at the same time, why am I gonna do this? Because it's for your joy, to be able to help, or this is where I feel alive.
Or just experiment first in a small group. We can try you out.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's a first step from you. Dabble into something, try it out.
In a safe space.
Like Coach Randy did earlier, in his life. Try. It didn't work, or didn't feel the high, didn't feel alive, then try something else. It's okay. Failures are teaching moments for us on where we really feel alive. Okay, very quickly, last word for our viewers, and especially encouragement to all our parents and spouses who might wanna also start pursuing their career. And maybe what you want to tell yourself, 20 years from now, what would you tell you now? Okay, 1 minute each.
Passions.
Or 30 seconds each.
To have a passion is
Ang
really great.
producer will kill me na.
It can change, and it's alright if it will change. Just pursue it. It keeps you alive.
Yes.
Yeah, ako, as I mentioned kanina, there's no perfect timing. Gusto ko lang i-stress yun, na there's no perfect time in pursuing your passion. And you really need to look, ano ba talaga yung calling na gusto kong, or mission na gusto ko i-fulfill. Pag nahanap mo na yon, then you're into it.
Yes.
Tuloy-tuloy na yan. Ililid ka na rin yan ni God eh. May certain path na rin yan na magbibigay sa'yo ng sign. Kaya pala ako na pupunta sa ganitong karera. So, tuloy-tuloy mo lang yan, then the rest will follow.
Right.
Ako, biological eh. Life expectancy is so high now.
Yeah.
People will live until 100, and I don't want to be bored and immobile.
And bitter.
And bitter. So my advice is try it out. We're gonna live long, so laro tayo.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, there you go. And I hope everyone got to be inspired to really start pursuing their passions. Of course, caveat here, as long as your passions will not bring your family into bankrupt, will not
Or will not kill your
harm
marriage.
your children or endanger your family as a whole. No. So for our announcements, just like to announce the next Discovery Weekend for those considering marriage, preparing for marriage is already this coming weekend, April 10 to 12. Go to our website, discoveryweekend.org, for the schedules, for the fees, and for signing up and registering. And of course, for our graduates and all those interested to learn about the art of fighting for couples, Art of Fighting Part 3. You don't have to have seen or attended 1 and 2. This is standalone. It's on April 26. Again, you can go to our Facebook page of Discovery Weekend or our website for the schedules and registering for that. And with that, I'd like to end with our Bible verse from Mark 16:15. He said to them, "Go into all the world and preach the gospel to all creation." And that's my take on our topic today. All of us have been gifted with different kinds of talents and energy and our own source of joy on what we do. When we're in the flow, when we can do things without being paid, find that for yourself. And maybe that's where God wants to plant you and make a difference in this world, bringing His kingdom on earth in your own unique environment, network, and talents as well. So with that, thank you once again to all our guests, Miguel Mercado, Randy, Claudio, and of course, Maribel, Dionisio, for gracing us this Easter Monday morning. Hope to see you all again next week, April 13. We'll talk another passion, keeping the passion alive in marriage. Maybe we'll see again your ibang kwentuhan naman to. So kita-kits po tayo next Monday. Meantime, we hope in our little hour we have sparked and added joy to your lives. Thank you once again. God bless everyone.
What keeps a family shining? It's that spark, the bond between spouses, the wisdom of parents, and the dreams of children. And guess what? We're turning that spark into a show. Introducing SPARC, Spouses, Parents, and Children. Only here on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. A program filled with real talk, life hacks, inspiring stories, and yes, even the fun and laughter that keep families strong. So tune in, light up your day, and let's celebrate what makes every family shine. SPARC, Spouses, Parents, and Children. Only on Radyo Katipunan 87.9 FM. Your campus, your community, your spark of inspiration.
Radyo, 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 Radyo.